And we're back. Welcome to all my Bad Teddy Bear Strikers out there. Welcome to Bad Teddy Bear Strikers series where we rationalize MMA striking while we try to find ways to increase our probability of landing our techniques. Welcome to the lead hand series. Alright, let's get into it. In today's lesson, we're going to focus on the inside leg kick to a jab combination where the core focus is to land our jab and the leg kick acts as a distraction. Now, the inside leg kick is a great way to shift your opponent's defensive focus away from their face or their upper torso and also offset your opponent's strong defensive stance. And this tactic also has a 85% success rate if executed while paying attention to the 7 rules. So you guys don't skip a beat, okay? Rule number 1. Get into the correct range, which for this specific tactic is to be in the middle range. How do you know if you're in the optimal range, you ask? The answer is that your lead hand must be able to touch your opponent's rear hand before trying to execute this tactic. And the reason for this is because it's going to help you avoid overcommitting while giving your opponent less time to react. Alright? Rule number 2, set a precedent. Now this one is perfect because we already have the technique which we are going to use as a distraction, the inside leg kick. The goal here is to have your opponent expect the kick and having them react to it either by checking it or evading it, as long as their focus shifts towards the kick. So rule number 3, anticipation. You've already set the premise to which you want your opponent to react to. At this point, they will be expecting the inside leg kick. If you are still unsure about their reaction towards the kick, then you can simply throw a lead leg low kick as a feint to affirm their response. Alright, hey, before we move on to the next rule, I want to make something extremely clear. If you guys are unsure of how your opponent is going to react to a specific technique, do not commit to it, okay? Do not commit to the technique. First, your primary focus should be on collecting data. Now you collect data by using feints. Use various techniques to gauge how your opponent is going to react to those techniques, okay? We have the 3 chance rule. You throw a specific technique that you want to commit to 3 times. Throw it and feint with it 3 times. If your opponent reacts the same way 3 times, it is highly likely that they're going to react exactly that way if you do choose to commit to that technique. Alright, let's move on. Rule number 4, position. As you get ready to execute, make sure you are able to touch the rear hand of your opponent and them not being able to find you with their lead hand. Okay, now you can do this by subtle touches. Alright, so don't keep your hands out there for too long. Rule number 5. At this point, it's all about timing. Alright, and the best time to use this is when your opponent takes a step forward. Alright, now at the moment that they take that step forward and their lead leg touches the canvas, that's the time you want to use to execute for the best outcome. You can also execute when they're just standing in front of you, but at this point you want to be on high alert because both of their feet are planted on the floor and the probability of getting countered really hard is highly likely. Alright, so you guys be mindful out there. Rule number 6, technique. There are multiple ways to execute this, but we're going to focus on 2 approaches, and they're going to be dependent on where you choose to land the kick. If you choose to land the kick on the opponent's inner thigh, it is going to have a different effect than you choosing to land it on the lower ankle. For example, if you land the kick to the inner thigh, your opponent's leg tends to take a bit of a leap to the side, but your opponent will mostly maintain their overall balance. However, if you choose to aim for the lower ankle, their legs tend to sweep from beneath them and their upper body usually falls a bit forward. Now, the kick is not the primary focus, but instead to land the jab. So in order to have the jab land effectively, is to throw the jab right after the kick by stepping deeper into your opponent's range as your kicking leg is about to recover. This way you will make sure that your opponent does not have enough time to recover and react to the jab. Rule number 7, speed. Now, the higher the level of the opponent, the more effort you guys will have to put behind the kick, and also the intention to actually have their balance compromised in order to have the jab land effectively. Okay, this effort will compensate your speed a little bit because of the increase in power, but nonetheless, being slow is unacceptable. Alright, so you guys have to be faster than lightning. All right, let's go. All right, bad teddy bears, there we all have it, our weekly dose of trickster mindset. Now, there's a few things that I need you guys to do before I leave, okay? Number one is I need you guys to smash that like button because most of you are being ninja watchers and that is not cool. All right, and number two, I need you guys to sub to the channel and comment because I need to know where you guys heads at in the pursuit of us being and becoming better ninjas. Now, with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one, and Bad Teddy Bear out.